my ass. It's gonna take care of my ass.
Well, yeah, hi, I was looking for the property owner of a building on...
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, hi, my name is Henry. I run a small investment company in the area, and my partner and I are looking to expand our company, and I was curious if you might consider selling the building you have here.
$8 million.
$8 million? Would you be selling it vacant or selling it occupied? I just want to understand so I can come to a good conclusion with you.
It's full leasing, but you make 300 a year.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me just bring this up so I can do this with you. So you said $8 million. What was the square footage of the building?
22,000.
22,000? So I'm guessing it's two buildings that are each 22,000, or is it total? Total, okay. I'm guessing if you want $8 million bucks, this thing's got to be kicking off. Like, what are you getting? $40 a square foot, triple net?
No.
So it sounds like you just, if you can get a magic number, you'll consider selling it. But in the meantime, you're sitting on it.
No, I'm not making 40 square foot. I'm like, I think it's 17 to any that.
Got it. I'm just saying, like, in order to get that kind of price, I would imagine you'd have to be close to that, or the bank would pretty much laugh at me if I was trying to buy.
If you're interested, you call me. If you're interested to sell it, that's my price.
That's fine. That's fine. That's why I was assuming.
If you're not,
that's what I figured. It's okay.
If you're not, I'm not seller. If you didn't pay you off for the bank, you make a 300 a year. Well, you can't find money to invest in.
No, I understand. Well, that's what I just said. So I said it sounds like based off of the price you're looking for, you're not motivated to sell it, which is fine, right? Totally normal. I understand. We're the same way with some of our properties, and if I can get to $8 million, I'll let you know.
All right.
Alrighty, I appreciate your time. Thanks. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
I'm great. Yourself?
Doing amazing. Thanks so much. I was looking over the letter of intent. Just wanted to chat with you about a few things, and hopefully we can get this agreed upon, because I know the seller wants to sell. The two things I just wanted to clarify. Number one here was, so you're Paul, and do you have any other partners that are going to be working with you on this deal?
Yeah, I have.
And was this a cash deal, or how was this set up?
I was going to set this one up 75% LTV. I'm going to finance it.
Financing it.
I could go cash, but I don't want to.
Understood. Just wanted to clarify when I'm speaking.
It's still going to be in there.
Yeah, I just want to speak intelligently to the seller when I'm trying to present the deal. The two main things that I definitely think that we're going to be kind of stuck on, which I just wanted to clarify beforehand. Number one is price. I really do believe that this deal, and we've sent this guy a few offers already. I really think that we're probably going to be in the 3.8 range, 3.85, 3.8, somewhere in that range in order to get something done. I'll present this, no problem, and I'll push it as hard as we can. If we can get it for less, great. I'm just letting you know based off of what I've heard so far.
Henry, what I explained to you briefly with Ryan, in my experience, sellers never take the first offer, and if buyers get the first offer accepted, they think they paid too much.
Yep.
And if the sellers accept the first offer, they think that they left money on the table.
Yep, I agree. I just no, that's fine. I just want to be transparent so when you get a counter, you at least know where we're probably going to end up.
So here's the numbers game, right? So you're going to need a 1.25% debt ratio. If the increase in purchase price goes up, I got to get something in the...
on the rent side. No, and that's exactly what I was going to say to the guy. I was like, look, if you need to be at X price, then we got to increase the rent rate. You have to be okay with it. We'll get this presented, and then we'll get back to you with feedback as soon as we can.
Appreciate it.
Thanks so much, Paul. Looking forward to getting this done. Thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's call the seller and get this presented.
Hey, Henry.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Wonderful. So just wanted to give you a call because obviously we had the tour yesterday, which went very well. Our buyer is incredibly interested, and actually we're going to have the letter of intent signed off hopefully by end of day today. So we'll get you a letter of intent over to you. But I just want to review it with you if you had a minute. And just to clarify, again, you are looking to lease back the property, correct? For about like six, maybe 12 months?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that is still the case. We have an offer for you right now, which the purchase price is going to be $3.3 million, $200,000 down for a deposit. So obviously they're...
Whoa. 3.3, where did that come from?
Again, this is just an initial offer. So I'm just again, look, by the way, I want you to understand, Don, I've been doing this a long time, as I know you have. Like, I'm not expecting you not to counter. So I'm just reviewing it with you because then you and I can come up with a counter, okay? $3.3 million, $200,000 deposit. So obviously they're very serious. They have cash. It's not like they're trying to put down a $25,000 deposit. Sure. They're looking to do a 45-day DD and then a 30-day closing. And realistically, for the due diligence, it's really just to confirm there's no environmental issues.
45-day DD is unacceptable.
Okay, well, I'll take a note there. That's fine. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just came out of one and it sucked. And you can do it quicker than that, in my opinion, unless you come up with something
Yeah, just keep in mind that the due diligence, he only has it subject to environmentals. So it's not like he needs, there's nothing else that he's having a contingent on. Just keep that in mind. So I know time-wise it might seem long, but the terms of why there's due diligence is very clean. So it's only environmentals. But we could talk about it, not a problem. I just want to at least clarify that. And then a 30-day close, because he is looking to get a loan. This guy owns a number of buildings, so he's not worried about getting a loan. I'm not worried about him getting a loan. That's not going to be an issue. In regards to the lease back, basically the terms here are the following. $14.75 a square foot, 6-month lease with 2 3-month options. So you have the the option to renew up to a year, and then obviously you could you get 60-day cancellation or renewal on options. You just let them know. Okay. Other than that, I mean, essentially, it's a pretty clean deal. 6% commission to Ryan. Everything else is pretty clean. So it's a near as-is deal other than the environmental. Where do you feel like you need to be price-wise in order to get this done?
I need to net 3.6.
Net 3.6 would probably be a purchase price including everything. Okay, I'm just doing some math here. So just to clarify,
6%, that's a high fee.
I mean, that's typical, yeah. So just to clarify, based on what you're looking for, okay, let me just do some back math real fast, okay? In order to net you the number, if I was able to get you a net of 3.6, would you be open to paying a little bit more money in rent? Because that's really the only thing. Like if let's just say I got you the net of 3.6, I got you a shorter due diligence time frame, would you be open to paying a few extra bucks in rent for the year that you stay?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you feel like is an amount of money that you can make sense of paying in rent?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to think on it as what it's coming down to. I mean, he was going in at 14? Is that what you said?
No, just shy of 15. Just shy of 15. So I think that if you can get to let's see, give me 1 second. Because the challenge is that it's not based off of mezz space. Because I want to clarify the square footage you have. So the square footage you have is what?
18,660.
18,660. Got it. So 18,660. Because if you included mezz space, which I think is another 5,000?
Well, the mezz space is probably around 3,500. I never really measured it.
Jesse, how you doing? I'm on this line with Henry, my partner on the deal here.
How you doing?
Pretty good. What's up?
Hey, okay. So listen, I understand the position we're putting you in, right? Or the buyer is putting you in, not us, really.
Yeah, and I expect him just to go easier, to go smoother. If he wants it, then let him go for it. I'm not going to make him a seller.
I understand. So,
take it out of my hand. He's going to take it out of my hand.
Well, so I think there's an easier way to handle this, right? So just to clarify, other than the increasing of rent, because obviously, obviously the buyer is just trying to get to the income level in which he was told, right? So we went off of numbers previously that were told to us, and that's why he came up with those numbers. It's not like
he does what he's banked. He can do whatever he's banked. I those increases that I gave him at the beginning, I gave them. There were increases that were there, and with a couple of tenants, I didn't push it. So therefore, I wrote to what I'm actually getting instead of so that when he takes over the property,
no, of course,
the tenant doesn't call me screaming.
I understand. No, I hear you. So
you sent the raise, but you were okay. It was up to him. You're saying I don't want to be in that position.
I understand. So that's why I wanted to call you. Okay, so this is why I wanted to call you, because between you and I, the difference in numbers right now, based on what was sent and what the buyer is expecting, is only $700 a month.
It's peanuts.
It's peanuts. I understand, but here's the thing. You are 100% correct in saying you don't want to have to raise the rent for the tenant, and he is also 100% correct that the numbers he was given based on the offer that he gave is different. So
that's why I went by the official rent raises. And then when you guys were closer, I said, you know what? Let me give you the numbers that I really gave the tenant, that I let the tenants pay. So I don't get any pushback from upset tenants.
No,
that's all.
Respect. I 100% respect. And look, I appreciate the transparency, which is why I wanted to call you right now. Because let me ask you this: $700, okay, a month, which is what the buyer is technically looking for the difference of, is only $8,400 a year. What I'm wondering, and I'm sure that we can figure out something to do with it, which is if you hypothetically, let's just say we came up with an amount of rent that could be paid for like storage in the basement or for something in the building where we could agree to just a 1-year lease of $8,400 or a 2-year lease of $8,400 a month, it solves the whole problem. We're talking about very minimal amount of money. We're talking about the total for 1 year $8,400, 2 years $16,800, which I don't even think needs to last.
1 year $8,400.
Yes, exactly. So I'm saying it's nothing. So why don't we just figure out a way to just sign a lease in the building for $8,400 and call it a day for $700 a month?
I don't like shtick.
No, I don't want to deal with shtick either. But I'm saying this is the only reason why I'm pushing. The guy who's buying it is a very, very qualified buyer. Very qualified buyer. But to be honest, he has to put down an additional, I think it's like it actually comes to almost $200,000 because of 700 freaking bucks. Comes out of pocket for a down payment. Obviously that changes returns drastically. And I know it might not mean a lot. So I'm saying, I don't care if, let's just say you and I split it. I'll throw I'll throw 4,200, you throw 4,200 bucks. I'll take it out of my commission. We call it a day, right?
All right, whatever. Okay, fine. It's nonsense.
I agree it's nonsense, but that's why I'm like, why are we killing a $4 million deal?
I went down. I didn't want to sell it.
I know.
I went down in price. Let him figure it out. That shouldn't be my headache. It's peanuts.
I know
Let
it's
him figure it out. He's a big boy. Let him write the lease.
That's why I respect, because I own a number of properties too. I respect you don't want to increase the rents. I respect it, and obviously, with
I have a relationship with these tenants.
Exactly, I respect that. I really do. So look, can I go back to him and just say we'll give him $8,400 in rent for the year?
I just took a look right now at the rent, and I could send. I took a look at a few what's it called. I think I could. What is it? It's 250. I can. I think there's a couple of tenants that I can. That I could legitimately. They have low rents, and I could legitimately pick it up. What is it? Yeah, let me take a look.
Exactly.
150, 250, 300, 400. I could pick it up easily 550. Sometimes their leases are anyway up.
Great. So I'm saying if you can get the rent up $550, and we'll kick in the remaining balance, which is $150 per month, right? I don't like. I'm saying I'll stroke a check. I'll stroke a check to a tenant, right? If there's a tenant there, I'll give him a check for we'll give him $2,000. We'll give the tenant $2,000 to agree to an additional $150 a month, which is more than that exactly totals to. We'll cut him a check.
Take care of it. I just don't want this to be my headache.
No, that's fine. Whatever. Look, I want you to know, Tisby, I'm on your side here, right? We can go to the building. We can make it all work. I'll stroke a check for $2,000 at closing to the tenant. He just has to agree to whatever that agreement is, and he'll only have to pay it if the deal closes.
Right. It's not an issue.
Is that okay?
Yeah, not a big deal. It's not something that can be figured out. It's a small thing. I just don't want this to be my headache.
That's fine. Let us take over, and we'll handle it. But that's okay?
Not a problem.
You'll give us access to the building, and we can do that?
I can literally, if you want to write it down, I can tell you right now.
Okay.
You guys that are paying very little, and I was nice to them last year.
Can you send us a copy of those leases so we can review them?
They're just one paper extensions.
That's fine. No, I'm just saying.
One sheet extensions.
That's fine.
They wanted, the extension officially was for, I think, $1,500, and then they cried and this and that, and I left it at $3. I picked it up $50.
That's fine. So then, look, let us handle it. Let us, me and the buyer, my team.
Your thing, you take care of it, no problem.
Okay, not a problem.
I'm going to text you the amounts as well. Okay.
You're the best.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.